Charles Ibiang joins me live now for more. Good to have you join us, Mr. Ibiang. A new NNPC Limited team with an ambitious target. Triple investment in 5 years, jack up oil and gas production. How easy or difficult do you suppose this would be? Mr. Ibiang, kindly unmute your device so we can hear you.
Thank you so much for having me, and good afternoon, Nigerians. I'm very confident that the target set for this current board by Mr. President is achievable. These are known industry practitioners with rich experience, with enough technical knowledge, global exposure in terms of the oil and gas sector. They know what to do from the very beginning. They have rich history, and even the chairman of the board has a very rich history with Total. The chief executive himself, Ojulari, have a very rich history too, and he has performed credibly well when he was in Shell, both home here in Nigeria and abroad. So I'm very confident that even that target will be surpassed before the next 5 years. What is more important is that they should avoid political interference. They should be given the opportunity to carry out this very big task. I'm very confident in them. What we expect is less political experience, and to thoroughly move NNPC into to start their IPO very early, move them to the market as fast as possible, so that to a large extent the next dispensation will not be seen maybe president appointing. The board should be the ones doing that. I think the president have done very, very well in selecting one of the best team in recent time to handle NNPC. However, the former team also was very cerebral towards the end, and they did very well. And I think with a synergy between them, building a better Nigerian oil and gas sector, and with all the reforms already that have started, I think Nigeria is going to have a very, very eventful period in NNPC today.
All right. And how do you see this team tackle the, Naira for crude deal, which was stalled and couldn't proceed after the 6 months initial trial period?
Sincerely, the oil and gas sector is one of the most organized sector in Nigeria. I believe that what matters is each company has its own strategic objective. And I think both the Dangote and the other refineries, model refineries that are around, and also the new NNPC, should be able to form a strategic think tank to resolve some of the teaching issues and see how best we can resolve this Naira for crude. However, I will also say that Dangote is a private company, and others, in their part of their own business model or objective, they must also have a longer term approach of getting feeder stock like crude from any other part of the country, because already they're also selling their product in different parts of the world. So they should also have a more strategic objective in terms of how they source for their feeder stock. And I think it shouldn't totally rely alone on the crude, because the major problem we are facing today has to do with limited production. What should happen now is to begin to see more and more of the NNPC stock, just like the president have given them mandate, to see how they can wrap up production and see, so that Nigeria can meet that demand, that enough demand for both local refinery and have foreign business interests. I think that is what is most strategic for now for that team to do, is to shore up production, increase production to the level where there will be enough for everybody, both for the domestic crude obligation and for its own foreign crude sale. I think that is where we are now, and I think that should be the direction today.
All right, Mr. Ibiang, if you consider the recent cases of vandalization of oil and gas infrastructure, how do you see this team, meet up with this expectation?
I didn't get you.
I'm talking about recent cases of oil and gas infrastructure vandalization.
Oh, thank you so much. I think to a large extent, we must give it to Mr. President. Of recent, the issue of vandalization has been reduced to the barest minimum. Vis-a-vis also the crude theft. Recall that Nigeria now is doing almost 1.6 to 1.7 including condescent. This shows that there has been a strong political will in tackling that issue. And also the use of community-based contractors of like what Antita and others are also doing has enabled to fuse both the community and the government power together. And I think the Mr. President have been able to have a seamless, which NNPC champion, I'm beginning to see most people that are on this team today, most of the professionals are from the private sector. Oil theft also have affected them seriously. And I think now that they are in NNPC, they should be able to galvanize all the necessary industry knowledge and community-based knowledge they have acquired over time to make sure that we deal with this issue of infrastructure destruction in Nigeria severely. I wish the government and the security agency will form that team to achieve that.
All right, then. Oil and gas expert Charles Ibiang, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 1.